I have a little bit of time this morning, so let's work on our sealer for concrete soap dishes. I use a polyacrylic clear gloss sealer. That is what I prefer. I personally prefer the look of a gloss finish as opposed to a matte, but you absolutely can use a matte. I will put one coat on the bottom of my soap dishes and 2 coats on the top. I also will use this small paintbrush and I will pour some of the gloss into this pint jar on the side because it's easier to access for me. I also like the size of this brush better. I have attempted to use a sponge or a bigger paintbrush and I just can't get into the nooks and crannies while preventing drain or spillage along the soap dish. So this is just what I prefer, is this brush, and it works for me. I will not turn the dishes upside down until I have completed the coat that I'm working on. And this way, if I need to walk away, if I'm getting distracted by listening to a book or music or watching a show while I am sealing these, I also don't have to pay attention to the order in which I am adding a specific coat onto the baking rack that I'm working on, because I know, because it's upside down if it got added and it's right side up if it hasn't. This baking tray also makes it very easy. I have a baker's rack and these baking tray I got from a repurposed restaurant company. So they are not brand new. They are secondhand. They don't look pretty, but that's okay. I have a drop cloth on the bottom of each baking rack. That helps so that the sealer does not stick to the dish. So it's very easy to take off and put back on. So let's speed this up a little bit. As I'm adding the bottom coat to each one of these dishes, I have 8 trays that I'm working on currently. By the time I finish, the bottom coat is dry on the first dish the first tray that I worked on. And so I'll be able to start adding the first coat to the top of the dish on that second tray. So I let maybe it's been about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour to dry. But between adding the top coat to the dish and the second coat, I will let it dry about 24 hours at least. And I find that just works the best for me. I also will put like dishes together as I'm sealing them. I just get into a better groove with how to quickly seal it, and that just works for me. And here I am back to that first tray, adding the first coat to the top of the dish, and then these will dry for at least a day, 24 hours. And now I'm getting to where I'm running out of time, so I'm going to stop here. I love the way that the gloss looks. Luxury really can have an awesome looking soap dish.